Hi everyone, Reed again with CedarKeySpice.com. Today we're going to make our crab cakes. Real simple, real easy, not much in them because we like a crab cake. Not all this filler, there's no onions, there's no peppers, nothing in it. It's crab, it's mayonnaise, it's panko breadcrumbs, and Cedar Key Spice. And I tell you what, we have customers that come to Yum Yum Kitchen and they get the crab cake rice bowl. And they say they're from Maryland, and they said, well, you know what, you're not going to sell me on the crab cake. They come back and say, my gosh, I think you may have beat a Maryland crab cake. So let's get started here. Canned crab, I use a claw. And for us, it's cost effective. So anybody that wants to eat crab cakes all the time, you can get this generally in the grocery store for about $9 or $10. When you get the jumbo lump, trust me, it's very nice. But when you're paying $25 and $30 a can, you can have that, or you can do a blend if you'd like to. I like this because it's like chicken that's dark meat. It has more flavor. It has a deeper crab flavor. That's why I like the claw, because it tastes really like a nice sweet crab, blue crab. And this is blue crab. All right, open the can, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this right here in the bowl, okay? And you can see it's nice blue crab, and we're just gonna kind of flake it apart. All right, and what we're going to do is going to add panko breadcrumbs. We like them because it's with a rice flour, and it comes up real crunchy. It keeps a nice texture. We're going to do a ½ a cup in there of panko. And what the panko does is it just helps bind everything with the mayonnaise so that the crab cake doesn't really fall apart. But ours, we try to keep it very light and so that it doesn't get real stiff, so that it kind of does be flaky. 2 tablespoons of Cedar Key. There's 1. And those are level, and 2. All right. And then there's our 3/4 of a cup of mayo. Okay, we're going to put that right in there. And what we're going to do is we're going to mix that up. Just not real hard, just kind of stir it around so that it comes together nicely, because you don't want to break up all those nice big lumps of crab. That's what the fun part is having those big chunks of the claw meat in there. You see how I'm just kind of just folding it together. It's almost like baking, where you fold recipes together when you're baking, just very gentle. You can see how that's come together real nice. So what we're going to do is we're going to portion our crab cakes out now, and we always roll them in a little bit of panko so they get nice and crispy on the outside. And then what we'll do is, after we get done portion all these out, we'll come back and we'll cook them in a saute pan with a little bit of oil, a little bit of butter, and you're gonna see how nice and crispy and caramelized they get on the top. You put it out, people love them. All right, everyone, we're gonna portion out our crab cakes now. I've got a ½ a cup here that might help you be consistent. Put some crab in there. If you want these things bigger by any means, you make it as big as you want. There you go, nice size right there. Kind of ball it up a little bit, put it right down that panko. Okay, roll it over, and you can see how it just sticks to it. I try not to pack it too much. Keep the crab cake nice and airy and fluffy. Kind of almost like making biscuits. You don't mix it a lot. You put them down, then you take your next one, and that's a nice big crab cake. These should make about 5 to 6 crab cakes by using the ½ cup. See, take it, and you see how I roll it in my fingers, and I just set it down. Get the panko right in on the top of it. Okay, and put it right there on the plate. And you can make these ahead of time and refrigerate them. And then when you get ready for the party, saute them. And you can make these things smaller too if you want to do appetizers. You can do like a ½ a cup one, and then just smash them down and then just pan fry them. They're awesome. And like I said, we try to make all of our recipes very simple, very easy, and quick. That's not complicated. That's the Cedar Key Spice way. Hi everyone, Reed here again with CedarKeySpice.com. We're going to go ahead and take our crab cakes now and saute them off that we showed you how to make earlier. And here's our crab cakes. We got 6 out of them. And what we're going to do is we'll come over to this pan. I've got it preheating, and we are going to add a little bit of butter. I like a little bit of butter in there. Hopefully it's not too hot. Nope, just like the kids' pasta, we're getting it to melt down a little bit. Add a little bit of oil also, because you're going to need a little bit to get it nice and crunchy and caramelized. All right, I've got it about on medium heat, which is going to be perfect. We don't want to cook it too fast. You see, swirling that butter around a little bit. Okay. What we're going to do is we're just going to take our crab cakes. See, they stand up nice and tall. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to go a little bit up on heat. Just a little bit so we get that, because we just filled the pan, it's cold, we need to bring up the heat a little bit. And we're going to let those begin to brown up. And we'll put them on the platter in a little bit. Be ready for dinner. We're going ahead and flipping the crab cakes. You can see we're getting nice color on them. Nice and golden brown, how that panko, and look how nice and big these crab cakes are. That little bit of butter. See how they fall apart a little bit? That's fine, because that means they're real soft packed. They're not going to just be these hard cakes. All right. And what we're going to do is we'll let those go just a little bit more on that one side. We're going to pull them off, and those are going to be ready to eat. And then we'll show you the plate presentation we'll do here in a little bit. We're going to pull our crab cakes out of the pan, and they're very tender at this point, but you can see how we got nice color, nice crispiness on all sides. Okay, we're going to move them down so we get all the crab cakes in a nice line. And right there. And right there. Okay, those are nice big crab cakes. And what we're going to do is we're just going to keep those warm for right now, and then once you see the whole plate presentation, voila. The crab cakes come out of the pan. We're going to actually top these with a little bit of our garlic herb key sauce, our garlic sauce. And the reason why I like the squeeze bottle, it's got the 3 little holes in it. I like to do this, go here, and then I like to come back this way. And you know what I'm going to do? Add a little green onion right down the middle of that. And there's our crab cakes.